Happy New Year, Twin Flames in Separation. I'm Cynthia, and these are your messages for your twin flame journey and connection for the coming year. The intent of this reading is to help you raise your vibration to the highest level possible for your own soul's evolution. We begin with the Six of Cups. Now, this is the energy of nostalgia, it is the energy of the past. So, this tells me that your twin flame connection began to develop in this lifetime a number of years ago, if not decades. And the past is held dear to your heart, as painful as it was. The energy around this is one that there was a lot of missed opportunities. And this is why the past is always reflected on and held very dear to the heart, because every decision that we make in our lives is the rejection of the other opportunities and choices that we had. And this one has made a dent in your soul, and it has affected many areas of your life that you haven't even been aware of for many years. This is clarified by the Hanged Man. So these two energies working together indicate this holding pattern that you and your twin both have been in during the time of your separation. So it's important to remember that where you leave off in your evolution is in your past lifetimes, is where you are going to pick up again in your new embodiment. And you will have had the healing and the guidance on the other side to process all of the pain and everything that was an undesirable characteristic that you had in order to heal and move forward in your new embodiment. But you still came in with the understanding that those issues were going to be overcome in the incoming life. So, you and your twin both, through this separation, have been working on the difficult issues of willfulness and stubbornness through the lessons that you have gleaned with others that you have been involved with. And you long for this union because in your heart you feel the innocence of the soul in its purest form, which is the I am presence, the God aspect of yourself, the higher consciousness that is never tainted through the experiences of the physical. So remember that when you long for this perfected union with your twin, that is what you are really longing for, is to return to that natural state of being. And this is why not being in a union with your twin is so magnified and so difficult, and you feel so stagnant. So, this is the energy that you are to work through as we go into 2023. You have the Four of Coins clarified by the Three of Swords. Now, 4 is the number of building. It is not always an easy number. When you are in a 4-year numerically, it indicates a lot of work and getting to the bottom of why certain things in your life haven't worked and what needs to be cast out and what is workable. Now, the fact that he is clutching this coin with his feet on the other two, and it is clarified by the Three of Swords, indicates being stuck in old patterns, old ways of doing things, which are indeed preventing this twin flame union from coming to pass. Now, it could be, for some of you, a third party situation, even a marital situation. But the third party can also be an idea. It can be refusing to come out of the logic, the intellectual elitism, the conditioned ideas of religions or belief systems that deem a connection based on true love and soul completeness is even possible. So, for the twin flame who is watching this, it is obvious that your twin is stuck in a downward spiral in the restricted way of viewing your connection, and they want to stay where it is safe, where they can hold on to and control the energies around them. But this is backfiring because on a deep inner level, they are unhappy. But that hardened shell of the ego is what is causing them to set in these energies. The Seven of Cups is the the card of choices, and it can also indicate a lot of confusion, and that confusion is what weaves the web of illusion. And there is a warning in this card for you because there are so many different opinions and pathways to take on the twin flame journey. So, the more complicated you make this, the more you are going to restrict yourself to the point of mental, emotional, and physical imbalance. So if you have been hooked on the idea of a union at all costs, no matter the state of consciousness that your twin is in, it's not going to work anyway, because being in separation at this time of your life is indicating that you have a destiny to fulfill, and that can only begin if your consciousness, your mind is clear, if you have serenity and peace. Because clarity can only come through divine serenity. Now, this is clarified by the fact that we have the Chariot card, which is ruled by the number 7, which is the year that we have gone into in 2023. So this is a card that indicates all of the choices that were made last year are going to affect the path that you are on in this life. So if you've got some things to undo that are simply not working, that are keeping you stuck in that stagnant energy, now is the time to be honest with yourself and look at that web of illusion that is often built around the twin flame journey and twin flame connections. Because unless you are coming from a healthy state on an emotional and mental level, you are not healed at a soul level. And this is what the twin flame journey is all about. When you are in separation and you are thinking that your twin is going to solve all your problems as long as you are together, if you are somehow going to be stronger together than you are apart, that can't happen unless both of you are on the same page about affliction, about what needs to be healed at a soul level, and the two of you are seeking a higher path together. Then you can begin that journey to healing together. But as long as you are in separation, you must be 100% responsible on every level for every area of your life, because there is no partnership to do it with. And this is going to require a lot of mental capacity and physical strength. And you will lose your physical strength if your mind is going in a lot of different directions and you are so focused on union with your twin, what they are thinking about you in the times of no communication. If you aren't getting communication, accept that that is for a divine reason. Because if your twin does not have the ability to communicate on an honest level, then there is something deeply wrong. And this is clarified by the Strength card. Major Arcana, Path of 8, which is a corporal number. The Strength card indicates stepping away, pulling back, because the energy is reserved. The Nine of Cups is the water element. This clarifies the Strength card, and this is self-fulfilled emotions. So your twin at this time is only thinking about themselves on an emotional level. They are thinking about what is in their life that they have to take care of at this time that is going to bring them fulfillment. In other words, they don't want to rock the boat if they are in another partnership with another individual. Their emotional well-being is going to depend on the well-being of that partner. Same thing as with a job. So they don't want to expel the energy on this connection. They have nothing to give on an emotional level. And you have been the one that has everything to give on an emotional level. So, what the Strength card is telling you in combination with this Nine of Cups energy is to pull back emotionally and think about your own well-being, because this is what is going to affect you at a soul level. Because you have had a form of a soul sickness on this twin flame journey, which is very natural. It happens to the majority of twins who are in separation or perhaps stay in separation for the remainder of this lifetime. So 2023, the year of the Chariot, which is moving forward, it is staying on course in your life. It's holding those reins steady, yet giving them enough slack for the energies to progress forward. But if you are all over the place emotionally and mentally, and that throws you off physically, you are not going to be able to do this, because 2023 is going to be a tough year. It's going to be a year of a lot of challenges. And this is due to energies and situations that you don't have any control over. But you do have control over how you handle them when they present themselves. Because this is going to make or break you. And it's going to take you into the following year at a much higher level of consciousness. You have the Ace of Wands clarified by the the King of Wands. Now, if you notice how these cards were drawn, the King of Wands, okay, is where I'm at, how I'm holding them, looking away from the Ace of Wands. So this is how I am reading it instead of the King of Wands facing the Ace. The Wands are will. They are the fire element. And the King of Wands energy is someone who has a lot of integrity. They have dedication and commitment to their marriage and to the choices they have made, whether or not they have that deep, undying love in their heart. So, the energy that I am reading around third party situations is that for the time being, those in marital partnerships are committed to taking care on a financial level and on an emotional level because they don't want to rock the boat. They want to keep things solid and secure. So this is the masculine's will to do this. Now, on the flip side of this, if you have a masculine energy that is not in a committed marriage, but they have taken a very destructive path in life, maybe with drugs or alcohol or gross materialism, it is indicating that they are so stuck through their iron will of ignorance that they can't see beyond that. So either way, what's happening in the twin flame connection is they are not seeing the energy of the Ace of Wands, which is a phallic symbol. It is a symbol of fertility. It is a symbol of what could be in this twin flame connection if healing at a soul level were to take place. But one of you is not even aware of what healing at a true soul level is. And while they may be seeing things on an outer level, at an in-depth level, they are not there. So, it is important for you to understand that all of this is the path of evolution, which is the oracle card that was pulled. Everything that you are experiencing, that your twin is experiencing, for better or for worse, even if it is something that is going to take them to the very pits, that is completely hellacious. All of that is for growth in order to draw attention to what isn't the truth and isn't right. So even in the chaos and destruction, as dark as that gets, there is healing in that will come at some point and time. The true path of evolution is to accept what you cannot change and to let go of the willfulness. Earlier in the reading, the Seven of Cups energy represented a lot of choices. On a spiritual level, there are routes that you can take that promise manifestation on a physical level. There are people in the spiritual community that promise results on a material and physical level with your twin flame coming into your life, that it is fail proof. And if you work long enough towards the union, you can actually manifest it into your life. I will tell you this right now. True evolution of the soul happens through the experience of not always getting what you want. Because if you are truly reaching for attainment of soul's mastery, and you are getting down to business about the growth of your soul and the direction you are going when you leave this physical form, you will be open to direction from the ascended masters such as Jesus, beloved Mary, and beloved Saint Germain, and you will get the answers for yourself. And you will know when to gracefully bow out of a situation when someone has blatantly told you they don't want you there, whether it is an employer, a friend, a parent, a child, a sibling, or your own twin flame. If it is that difficult and they have gone totally avoidant and they have the narcissistic patterns where they just don't have the time of day for you and they simply don't want to work anything out, it is time to take the path of least resistance and to completely surrender to the divine. But you cannot do that unless you are connected to the God force. So this is what the path of soul's evolution is all about. So if you have listened to this reading all the way through and these messages are resonating with you, this means that in the year 2023, you are coming into the pinnacle of tremendous growth at a soul level, to where you are going to completely seek one-on-one unity with God. You will look to God for everything. You will seek your answers in those quiet moments when you are reflecting through completely turning everything over. Every fear, every doubt, every worry, every insecurity that you have, the minute that it comes in, shoot it back up to the divine God force. And in doing so, you will be given great clarity, direction, and peace of mind. I wish you so much love and many blessings in the coming year.